Well, improving safety needs for Sacramento County residents. A new plan could help improve the North Watt corridor. Joining me this morning to talk about the project and how residents can give their input is County spokesperson Matt Robinson. Matt, good morning. Thanks so much for being here.
Happy to be here.
Explain for people who don't know, what is the Reimagine the North Corridor project? Well,
the county is trying to work on a way to make the North Corridor project safer for people. They want to make it more pedestrian friendly, bicycle friendly, and they want to make sure that they can do this with teaming up with residents to make sure that those who live in the area, work in the area, have a say in how things change.
And why Watt Avenue specifically?
Well, this is an area that the county was looking at as trying to improve it, and this is just the first.
Okay.
The county has put a lot of effort in trying to improve our roadways, improve our neighborhoods, and we wanted to find somewhere where we could start to kick off a project. And this project, Reimagine North Watt, is an effort that we are going to use to try and use it as a template to see if we can't spread it out for the rest of the county.
Can you talk more specifically about some of the things that county leaders want to see there?
Well, the key right now is just we're doing a study, and we want to get the residents to come forth, talk to us and say, you know, I live here, I would like to see wider roads, or I'd like to see more sidewalks. And what we're doing is we're tapping everybody. We're talking to schools, we're talking to the bridge clubs, we're talking to anybody who will talk to us about how they want to reimagine this area.
And talk more about how people can actually provide that feedback and information to the county.
Well, we have a website, reimaginenorthwatt.com. And on that website, people can actually go there and take a look to see the area on the map and make comments. It's an interactive website, so people can leave a comment about a specific street and what they'd like to see on that street. We're gathering all of these comments, and at the end of the year, probably into next year, we're going to release a plan that will go to the Board of Supervisors. Now, this is just the beginning. This is the big effort by the county to try and get an idea of what the residents want. We're not looking at the small things like fixing potholes. You know,
but that does matter.
Right,
that's important.
Exactly. But people need to see this as a larger vision.
Sure.
And to do this properly, we need everybody's input.
Yeah, we were just looking at the website a moment ago, and there's a lot there. I was looking this morning. There's a lot of information on the background of how this project came about and what people can do. So it's reimaginewatt.com, right?
Reimagine North Watt.
Reimagine North Watt. That north is important.
Yeah.
All right, check that out. Thank you for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.